What's up, you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Kadeem, and I'm going to help someone today. Alright, so I wanted to come on and make this video because I feel like our generation needs a bit of guidance. I wanted to talk today about why your why may not be big enough. Hopefully today's advice will help to get you to the next level, but I feel like it is important that I talk about what motivates me, and hopefully you can take something away from this that will help to motivate you too. Today's video is entitled Why Your Why Isn't Big Enough. And I think that this is a key point, especially in today's world, because I find that people don't know why they want to accomplish what they want to accomplish, and many people just want to get rich and find success for ultimately selfish reasons. I think that our generation is so caught up in I want this and I need this for me, right? But life doesn't work that way. We're called to give our services to the world. In fact, you are paid based on your value that you can provide to others. That is the entire point of existence, which is to help other people. If your entire goal is just to get rich so that you can do these fantastic things without giving back to the world, then, you perhaps don't want to mess with me anymore, because I'm all about giving and serving people. I've always been that way. And I think that if you attract that same mentality, then it will help to get you to the next level. If you look at people like Jeff Bezos, if you look at people like Elon Musk, if you look at people like Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, Tammy Memorial, Henry Ford, these people were driven to make the world a better place. They were driven to ultimately make other people's lives better. If you're not doing the same thing, regardless of your field, if you're not thinking that way, then chances are you're not going to be motivated and you're probably going to be stuck at some point. And I'm going to help you to get past that in 3 points that I have to discuss today. Oh, before we go on, I do want to add a quick plug. So I know I've been uploading to Instagram a lot, but I won't be uploading to Instagram forever, and so I do want to plug my YouTube page. If you guys could subscribe to that so that you guys can keep up to date. I'll continue to upload here for a good while, but eventually I'll stop posting these videos to Instagram and start putting them on YouTube mainly. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for following me, and I know that I will continue to give you guys valuable information, and I will continue to help as many people as I can. I do love you guys. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing to understand is that the reason why you're probably not getting up in the morning is because you're really not motivated by your why. If your why were big enough, you'd probably be getting up because you realize that you need to do something every day to get there. So think about it this way. If you are aiming for the moon, then the saying is that you land on the stars. But let's say you decide to aim for the tree. Does that inspire you? I don't really think so. And worse, if you decide to aim for the tree, chances are you'll probably never even hit the clouds. If you're motivating yourself to get up in the morning, you wonder why I'm so motivated, I'm so driven. It's because I don't want to only, provide for myself. I don't want to only provide for my family. I want to help people out there. My why is huge because I want to impact thousands of people, which is why I get up every morning. When I'm talking to you guys are a part of my motivation. You guys are the reason why I get up and record these videos. You guys are the reason why I get up and stay up late at night and get up early in the morning. So let's say your goal is to impact 2 or 3 people or 5 people in a community, right? That's a great goal. Good job. That's the beginning. Now let's say you take a bigger goal, a bigger version of that, and say you want to impact the entire community. Now just imagine how much of a deeper work ethic you would have to accomplish that level of achievement. It's as simple as this. A bigger goal requires a bigger work ethic. And so if you want to become more motivated, then just get a bigger goal. I want you to boss up. I want you to put on your big boy or big girl pants and get out there and really start doing some amazing. I want you to think at a higher plane. And when you start to do that, you will motivate yourself to understand that this is bigger than you. The calling is bigger than you. And so you have to get up in the morning because the goal requires it. The second point is to have unselfish goals. Now think about this. I'm going to ask you very critically. Which person would you rather give to? Someone who wants to buy a car for themselves so they can get around the city, or another project that wants to buy 100 cars for people in a community who don't have access to transportation otherwise. One goal sounds inspiring, and the other sounds like someone's personal project that they want to just use for themselves. Now, I'm not saying one of these is bad. Don't get me wrong. Giving to either one of these would be a good thing. However, one is more likely to get support, while the other one, selfish reasons tend to not go very far. Another reason why this is such a great motivator, have you ever been in bed and you just decided, today I really don't feel like going anywhere, and so you just roll over and go back to bed? Well, here's an alternative. If you are working to provide food for your family, it becomes a bit harder to square if you don't go out in the daytime to come home at night and say, the reason why you don't have food tonight is because I didn't feel like getting up in the morning. That's not so easy to say to someone. So if there are other people that you feel are holding you accountable, if there are other people that you feel are looking up to you and expect you to be great and to achieve success, then it's more likely to motivate you to go out and do the same thing. Success doesn't come from thinking about yourself. Success comes from thinking about other people and how you can make other people's lives better. So when I make these videos, I really want you to think about, how can I apply what Kadeem is saying to make my life better? Understand that when I get onto this camera, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for those 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 people that's going to watch this video and it's going to change their lives. That motivates me. That's a noble enterprise that wakes me up to make sure that I'm doing the best possible videos for you. If you're not thinking like that, then you're being selfish, and that's not going to motivate you to go the extra mile for anybody. Right? It can be quite easy to just stay in bed if you're only doing it for yourself. But if you're doing it for other people, you do realize that I need to get up in the morning because people that I may not even know are depending on me each and every day. The third point is that unselfish and huge goals attract more people to you. So the reason why you may not be getting support, the reason why you may not be getting success is because people may feel like your product doesn't impact the world, it doesn't provide value. If you're a photographer, sure, you're a photographer, you take nice pictures. But let's reshape this. You're a photographer and you're helping to bring the message of marginalized women to the broader society. Now you take something as simple as photography and now you transform it into something that impacts and carries a message. You see, now that becomes unselfish and you have the privilege of leading sort of a movement. If you think about business this way, if you think about success this way, whatever you're doing, let it be for other people. Material things, they come and go. Your impact, your ability to help someone, your ability to make a difference in someone else's life, that is ultimately what life is about. Anything you're doing now, you're investing in yourself, your education, you're working, all these things, they are meant to provide value. If you're an accountant, you're providing great accounting services. If you're a lawyer, you're being a great legal advocate for someone else. Don't just think about getting a check and going home. I feel that our culture has messed that up so bad for us. That is not how life works. Life isn't about you, get, me. It's about other people. This may sound counterintuitive, but it is actually easier to raise $100 million than it is to raise $10,000. And the reason why this is because people want to be of an impact to as many people as possible. And so if you have a goal to attract $100 million to impact a community, then you might say, well, that would take longer. However, people do have that money to contribute to your goals. And so if they believe that the $100 million will impact thousands or millions of people, which it probably will, then you're probably going to find money for that faster than if you say, I need $10,000 to go to college so I can live a great life. That's a very small goal. You think about the great people that you know, the great people that you look up to, you will see this general trend. They are paid, they are given success, accolades, all these things in proportion to what they contributed to the world. The reason why you know these people is because they offer something of great and intense value. Why would you not apply the same thing to yourself? If you go to a forest, for example, the big tree doesn't say it doesn't need the little tree, and the little tree doesn't say it doesn't need the big tree, because they both work together to provide a firm soil so that both of them can survive. This is how the human race ought to work, right? So in the same way, Think about how you can be providing value, how you can be giving to other people through the services, through the skills that you have. Whether your goal is to impact your family or your community or to be great so that you can set an example for an entire industry, that doesn't matter. The point is that you need to be thinking about how you can change the world, because it's not about you, it's about everybody else. As usual, guys, I thank you for sticking around till the end. It does help if you guys like and subscribe and share with people. And also, let me know down in the comments what you guys want me to talk about in subsequent videos. I'm open. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys later.